Since January 1st, Palantir has soared 63.7%, significantly outpacing the S&P 500's performance. This rally has placed Palantir near its 52-week high of $125.41, underscoring the stock's relentless upward march. Valuation metrics. Forward PE and PEG ratio. Palantir's growth story comes at a steep price. The forward PE, earnings next 12 months, hovers around 222x earnings, dwarfing most software peers and even most AI darlings. When you layer in growth, the PEG ratio of approximately 5.5 for 2025, PE divided by EPS growth rate, still flags extreme valuation. Even Peter Lynch would blush at that multiple. Volatility and beta. This valuation comes with volatility. Over the past 90 days, Palantir's beta has measured above 2, Finviz, 2.68, indicating moves twice as volatile as the S&P 500. In plain speak, if the market sneezes, Palantir might catch pneumonia. Risks and headwinds. Government spending cuts. Roughly 40 to 45% of Palantir's revenue still originates from U.S. federal contracts. The newly minted Department of Government Efficiency, DOGE, President Trump and Elon Musk's brainchild aimed at slashing inefficiencies, plans possibly $165 billion in cuts. While Palantir's CTO praised Musk's Wagyu versus bureaucratic fat vision, analysts warned this could crimp future contract renewals and new awards. Many Wall Street strategists foresee revenues softening in H2, as the easy 30 to 40% comps from last year's AI surge roll off and government budgets tighten. Some analysts at Deutsche Bank and Mizuho note that once first-half bookings normalize, sequential quarterly growth may decelerate, keeping the stock choppy through the back half of 2025. Commercial opportunity. AIP integration and growth potential. On the bright side, Palantir's commercial arm, powered by Foundry and the newer artificial intelligence platform, AIP, has recorded 71% YOY growth to a $1 billion annual run rate, making up for any government shortfall. AIP's promise. To embed AI into everyday operations from factories to finance desks, is like strapping a jet engine to legacy data silos, and customers are lining up. It's as if someone took your spreadsheet and gave it superpowers, quips one CFO using AIP to forecast supply chain disruptions. Imagine buying a ticket for a roller coaster that climbs 200 stories, forward PE, at warp speed. Exciting, yes, but if you look down and see the ground that far below, you might reconsider before the final drop. Palantir's beta of 2.7 means when the market turns windy, Palantir spins like Dorothy's house caught in a twister. Hold on tight. That AN RSI above 70 is like cranking your oven to broil delicious golden crust, until everything burns. Investors may harvest profits or brace for a brief cooldown. Palantir's epic 64% YTD gain, 200 DMA uptrend, and overbought RSI reflect insatiable demand for AI-driven analytics. Yet its 200+ x forward PE, PEG 5.5, and beta 2.7 make it one of the market's most expensive and volatile names. Government efficiency cuts, DOGE, pose real risks, and analysts forecast choppy seas in H2. Still, the commercial engines, especially AIP, offer a robust growth runway. Even after a 39% YoY beat in Q1, analysts at MarketWatch and others caution that H2 2025 growth will likely decelerate as easy comps roll off and government spending tightens, potentially leading to choppy stock performance through year-end. By the way, if you are benefiting from the content so far and want more like this, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notifications bell, and comment the word more. Just go ahead and type the word more so I know. Now that you've commented, let's continue. But wait. If you are interested in stock news updates that might be relevant to your financial targets, join us and become a member for member-only videos. Find the link in the description section below. Diversification beyond defense. This commercial momentum offers Palantir a way to mitigate government cutback risks. As more enterprises adopt AIP for predictive maintenance, fraud detection, and operational AI, the company's revenue mix is gradually tilting toward higher margin, less politically sensitive contracts. Palantir Technologies began in 2003 as a stealthy, anti-terror, spin-off of PayPal's fraud detection team, backed by CIA venture arm In-Q-Tel and Peter Thiel's Founders Fund. Over the next decade it built two flagship platforms, Gotham for government intelligence and Foundry for commercial data analytics, raising over $2 billion in private funding and hitting a $20 billion valuation by 2015. In October 2020, Palantir became publicly traded via a direct listing, and it has continued to expand its product lineup, now including Apollo and AIP partnerships, e.g., IBM, AWS, and customer base across defense, finance, healthcare, and more. 2003 to 2008, founding and early years. Palantir was incorporated in May 2003 by Peter Thiel, co-founder of PayPal, who named it after Tolkien's Seeing Stones and envisioned a mission-oriented company applying fraud detection software to national security challenges. In 2004, Thiel enlisted PayPal engineer Nathan Giddings and Stanford students Joe Lonsdale and Stephen Cohen to build a prototype, and hired Alex Karp, fellow Stanford Law alumnus, as CEO. Despite rejections from Sequoia and Kleiner Perkins, Palantir secured its first $2 million from the CIA's In-Q-Tel and $30 million from Thiel's Founders Fund. Over the next few years, Palantir worked closely with intelligence analysts, augmenting human decision-making rather than replacing it, to link disparate data silos across agencies. By 2010, Palantir had proven its worth in counter-fraud and intelligence applications. In April 2010, it partnered with Thomson Reuters to offer Palantir Metropolis, branded internally as QA Studio, to financial services firms. 2 months later, at a White House event, Vice President Joe Biden credited Palantir Software with helping the Recovery Accountability and Transparency Board identify stimulus fraud during the 2009 economic recovery. Estimates suggest Palantir reached $250 million in revenue by 2011. In September 2013, private funding filings disclosed $196 million raised to accelerate growth, and by year-end Palantir had a $9 billion valuation, fueled by contracts across a dozen U.S. agencies, from the CIA and NSA to the Department of Homeland Security. By 2014, Forbes reported Palantir seeking another $400 million, pushing its valuation to $15 billion. In 2015, a $500 million round lifted that figure to $20 billion. During this period, Palantir also acquired Kimono Labs, 2016, to bolster its data ingestion capabilities. Leading up to its public debut, Palantir's revenue climbed steadily, $600 million in 2017, $739 million in 2019, and projected $1 billion for 2020. In June 2020, it raised an additional $550 million led by Sompo Holdings, setting the stage for its market entry. Rather than a traditional IPO, Palantir opted for a direct listing on the NYSE on September 30, 2020, valuing the company at roughly $20 billion without issuing new shares. Shares opened at $10, 38% above the reference price, and traded as high as $11.40 on day one before settling near $9.77. 2021 present, post-IPO funding and product expansion. Since going public, Palantir has continued to raise capital privately, post-IPO rounds totaling over $2.46 billion as of August 2023. It has broadened its platform suite with Palantir Apollo, 2021, for CI/CD across edge and cloud environments, Artificial Intelligence Platform, AIP, 2023, integrating advanced AI workflows into Foundry, strategic partnerships with IBM, Cloud Pak for Data, 2021. AWS and Microsoft Azure Government have bolstered its enterprise footprint, while its headquarters officially moved to Denver in 2021 to support rapid scaling. It's our privilege that God, the creator of heaven and earth, will bless us abundantly, make us the head and not the tail if we love him and obey his commandments. Please acknowledge him in your plans and he will direct your paths. Proverbs 3 verses 5 to 6. Want more information? Please check the description section. Also again, if you are interested in more relevant stock news updates, consider becoming a member. Link in the description section. If you have watched until the end, drop a comment like this: I stayed until the end. Just comment that I stayed until the end. When I see this comment, I will give you a heart. There are 3 more important steps to build wealth. First, like this video, subscribe and then turn on the notifications bell. If you do this, you highly motivate me to continue bringing to you educative and transformative videos every week. Do not miss out on our future videos full of knowledge and wisdom. All I am asking is your subscription. Thanks for joining us today. Your support is appreciated so much. Do not hesitate to share this video to help someone. I recommend that you watch the next video, subscribe to the channel and share your thoughts about today's video. Thank you. See you in the next video by God's grace. We love you, and blessings to you.